This live stream is presented to you by Maxspeedtv. All live streaming content that is presented in this telecast is owned by Maxspeedtv, Rudy Cummings, and the entire crew of MSTV. This may not be rebroadcasted, retransmitted, and retelevised without written consent. Please enjoy today's broadcast. This pace car scoots itself onto pit road. 1 hour of racing, getting set to go green. We're up and away here at Daytona. Insurance, in case of a bump and run. Checkered flag. Head Parker White will win here at USA. He won the race. Oh, here we go. Oh, Miller gets hooked. I can't believe it. This is crazy. The full wide. Here we go. The full wide for the lead.
You lead into one.
All starting to shuffle towards the back. We're going to go 3 wide here to 3.
No. It's on to the wall. It's 2011 again.
And again, Grindle has checked himself out to a 1.5 second lead.
Here comes Splash. Here comes on the bottom. And through the triangle they go. And after winning the dirt late model race last night, Carson Poindexter wins 2 in a row at Talladega.
Welcome everybody here live at the Daytona International Speedway, getting set to go green here at the World Center of Racing. Here for tonight, the Truck Series at Daytona. We'll kick it out for 50 laps for the first race of the season in the Silver Truck Series. My name is Ike Reyes.
And I'm Dewey Schramm. This might be one of the few times ever in this league where there are as many trucks on track as there are laps scheduled for the race. But indeed, that is what we're looking at here for tonight, as I believe we're going to have about 50 people in the session that are going to take the green flag. So it is certainly going to be a time here tonight. And of course, it's the second leg of our 4-race Daytona weekend after the incredible bronze race we had on Wednesday. So you move up a ladder, and now we're at the Silver Truck Series here tonight. I cannot wait to see how this goes.
I'm very, very excited to see on how this will all turn out here for tonight. I mean, there's going to be a ton of action on the racetrack, but hopefully that action doesn't translate into cautions on the racetrack. We want to see these people race for as long as they can and get some good racing here out on the racetrack. So should be exciting and should be a fun one to see on how this will all turn out. I mean, you just look at the spit party. I mean, there is a ton of people here just having a field day coming off of pit road. I mean, hopefully,
Hopefully not that kind of field day, though.
Yeah, hopefully this doesn't happen as they all sort of crash along the the turn and such.
Oh my God.
They're having their fun as we get.
Yeah, I think we've hit the
set.
part of the session where it's just, you know, I think we've hit mess around time here for the last couple of minutes of practice. But
Speaking of practice, I mean, yeah, we'll go ahead and pull that up and see where everybody stands here out on the racetrack right now. Gavin Austin. Sorry, his name previously was Mark Austin. It now changed to Gavin Austin. Gavin Austin currently fastest on the board right now. Joe Berge, William Schmidt, Ryan Kwan, Cody Webster round out the top 5. And anybody with an R right next to their name signifies they are a rookie. So,
and there's a lot of them tonight.
Yeah, there are.
Might as well go
of
through them
rookies
here before we get ourselves going, because, you know, there are quite a few to get ourselves familiarized with. And I mean, look, 6th through 9th, all rookies, so pretty good showing of them so far here in terms of practice speeds, as we'll see if we can try to maybe go through some of them here before we get going. But you look down, you see about 5 there on the bottom of the screen. There are quite a few. You see Timothy Badcock, Lindsey Amiden, Austin Derbyshire, Larry Fairman is 6 through 9. Trevor Bergman, Jerome Cooper, who we saw race on Wednesday, James Cooper, Marcus Vanderlee, Matthew Alexander, Mason Sweet. I'm going to get tired of saying all these, and there's still more after this. Nathan Lyons and Heath Rutherford, who also ran on Saturday.
Jonah Long,
and
another person.
Is Jonah Long as well. And looks like none on this page. We'll see if there's any more. Jace Nelson and Herbert Solomon also. So we got over 10 rookies, maybe even 15 here for tonight. It is quite the list. So try and remember those names, I guess, because we're going to have to do that too. So it'll be a fun night. And of course, there's a lot more talent and experience besides those 15 or so also in the session. So it's going to be quite the exciting night we've got in store.
Definitely. We're going to scoot ourselves to the side and play the national anthem. Rise up, remove your hats as we salute our nation's colors. ACOG iRacing Silver Truck Series here at the Daytona International Speedway, getting set to go green here in just a moment. Currently, drivers are taking their Q laps around this racetrack, so we'll go ahead and zoom up on those drivers and see on how they are performing here at this 2.5 mile oval. I mean, we'll actually pull up the weather here on the bottom right, and Dewey, you could definitely, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory seeing that wind direction, how it affects during qualifying.
Yeah, you may see a wind direction of only 6 or 7 miles per hour and think, there's no way it's going to affect them that much, right? But you'd be mistaken, because even a wind speed that small can still have an impact, especially if it's blowing against the direction that these trucks are traveling. And of course, the wind speed will be fluctuating a little bit, as you can see on the bottom right of your screen. So some drivers will have a bit of a stronger breeze going down the back than others do, and that can make a big difference in terms of what these lap times end up being. And so sometimes, I mean, I don't really know if you can't really try to, I don't think, plan around it or try to, go when it's going to be a certain speed. It's very difficult to do that. So it's almost luck of the draw when it comes to that kind of thing. But again, it can definitely make an impact, and we'll see maybe who benefits and who doesn't from this.
Definitely. I'm very excited to see on how this will definitely play out as we get ourselves set to go green here in just a moment. Everybody's name will be appearing on the bottom of your screen as we scroll along through all these drivers. Might as well go ahead and pop the fastest times that are being logged right now on the left-hand side of your screen. But watch out for that wind. I'm not really sure. I forgot what direction the track is facing. It's kind of hard to sort of gauge on, where north is, but maybe if we get like some type of flag, we could definitely see on what kind of direction these people are going.
Yeah, and looking at the leaderboard right now, Hunter Johnson in the 079, who won the Bronze Series race on Wednesday night, currently the fastest here so far. So trying to go 2 for 2 here this weekend. Frank DeAngelis in the 69 currently rounds out the front row. We'll see if anybody else that is yet to take a time can maybe unseat one of those two drivers. But for right now, those times looking pretty good.
I cannot believe how many times we have logged in here, by the way. There are 41 people who have logged in a lap. That is the most amount of people.
And there's still more that haven't.
Yeah, that's insane. That's the most amount of people I have seen log in at least a lap at Daytona. I mean, for qualifying, in terms of qualifying, excuse me. But that's a ton of people. I mean, oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, we'll see if we can maybe scroll down on the leaderboard a little bit and just give you like a visual on just how many people there are. As here you see 20. I mean, and look at that. I mean, William Schmidt or Lewis Galvin, 40th fastest, is only 3.5 tenths off of the fastest time of Benjamin A. White. Like, and you can see the amount of people that are still sitting at the bottom as well. We got 51 people in the session, and 41 have taken time. And again, those 41 are only separated by about 3.5 tenths. I mean, this is going to be a super competitive field. And I mean, I cannot wait to see how this all shakes out, because it is going to be nuts.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it looks like Benjamin, with under a minute left, is going to steal the pole away from Hunter Johnson. So Benjamin is now 2 for 2 in poles this weekend, while Hunter is going to try to go 2 for 2 in the win column. As we'll grid up our field here, and just be warned, there's going to be a whole lot of rows being read off.
That is right. Here on the front row for tonight, starting up front, that's Benjamin A. White in the number 1 machine, right alongside that 079, just Wednesday's winner. That will be Hunter Johnson.
Yeah, Wednesday's pole sitter and Wednesday's winner lead us to the green here for tonight. And in row number 2, we've got Frank DeAngelis in the 69 and Nathan Lyons in the 155.
Row number 3, it's going to be... as ATVO is starting to lag. I think that's because there's so many people here on the racetrack.
It's playing catch-up.
Yeah, it's playing catch-up right now. Row 3 right here, Christian Visconti. Got Cole Williams alongside of him.
Yeah, Cole, runner-up to Hunter on Wednesday. Row number 4, Malachi Drake in the 90, and Cole Woody to his outside in the 17.
Row number 5, in the final row, we're going to read off inside this top 10. Max Urich with a nice qualifying run, and Eduardo Munoz Jr. How about that for that number 2? Rest of the rows are going to be read off right on your screen. Find your favorite driver, because there's a ton of them here for tonight. Anybody with an R right next to their name signifies they're a rookie, and that row 6 is filled with them. And as well 7, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say pick your favorite driver. I would just say try to remember all of the drivers, because there's going to be just so many of them that are taking the green here for tonight. As here's the rest of the top 20. Is row number 10. There's Sartaj and Connor. Both had solid runs earlier on Wednesday before being involved in later incidents. So we'll see if they can try to recover here for tonight. And I mean, we're not even halfway through reading off the rows yet. There are just that many people that have joined the session here. Dominic and Cody, always fast when they show up. I mean, there's Quentin Haley in row 14, brother of Cup Series driver Justin Haley. Good luck to him this weekend down in Nashville.
Like to back on the pace.
Another rookie lockout here in row 15 with Timothy Babcock and Matt Alexander.
Look how many drivers are starting on pit road. Look at that. Look at that.
I can't blame them.
And because there's so many drivers, people are going to have to share their pit stall. But luckily, iRacing is very lenient on pit collisions, in which if you do try to enter somebody's pit stall, you're going to be sharing a pit stall with them, so you can pit at the same time. I mean, look at this whole entire backside of the field. I mean, you got at least 12 like drivers starting at pit road.
Yeah. And we've still got 8 more rows to read off. I mean, it just keeps going and going. Oh, I think, oh, nope, there it goes.
There are just that many people. There's 40.
So typically this would be about the cutoff for the fields, but yet, you know, there's still 5 more rows to go. There's Omar Diallo. He's going to start way back in 43rd here tonight. We'll see if he can climb his way through the field. Always fast and a threat when he shows up here. Garrett Hess in the 12, longtime veteran here of the series, back in 47th place, or 46th, I mean. These are position numbers I never thought I'd ever read off during a race. But
yeah,
yet,
47th.
It's like we're broadcasting an IMSA race or something. And there's Justin, who unfortunately blew up about 5 laps into the race on Wednesday. We'll see if he can recover here tonight. He'll be rolling off in 47th place here to start the night off. As I believe we've just got 2 more rows left here.
Yeah, and ATVO is just lagging that hard right now for me.
It's just struggling to the finish.
There
As
it
there's
goes.
AJ Bain and Ethan Harrison, they're gonna round out your top 50. And then I believe we've got one or two more. Kai Gomes and Marcus Vanderlee. So we got 52 drivers here tonight. 52, you heard that right. So it is going to be something for sure.
52 drivers. 52 drivers. That is a number I would have never thought about.
I mean, think of it this way. We've got more trucks than laps tonight. It's a 50-lap race, but we got 52 trucks. I mean, it's just insane to think of it that way. Of course, 2.5 miles in length is this Daytona International Speedway, so go through our race analysis here on your screen. 50 laps are scheduled for tonight for 125 miles. Pit road speed is 60 miles per hour, and a fuel window of 27 to 32 laps. So it's going to be a one-stop race in the fuel department, but of course, 3 tire sets at these drivers' disposal if they need to pit more than once. So fasten your seatbelts, get ready, because this is going to be a wild 50 laps, again, with 52 people taking the green flag. You're going to be on the edge of your seat all night long.
Oh, heck yeah, as ATVO is freezing up on me. This is a terrible time for ATVO to freeze up. We're going to get that pulled up ASAP. But in the meantime of that, here we go as we work off of turn number 4. Benjamin A. White is going to lead this thing to the green. Hopefully nothing else pops up right in front of my screen. We'll get the leaderboard sorted out here in a moment as the pace car scoots itself on in. An extended field here for tonight at Daytona. We'll see if it's gonna be an extended night with overtime. Green flag is out.
And I think Benjamin just immediately decided to drop to the rear of the field. Interesting to do that in the trial while coming to the green, but that's what he's going with here. So that'll put Wednesday's winner, Hunter Johnson, into the race lead as the field makes their way out of turn 2 for the first time this evening. And I'm sure you're going to see a lot of people start to drop to the back over the next few laps with just the amount of people that are in here for tonight. The incidents that we typically see in races like this are probably going to be bigger in size than most weeks with just the more people in the session. So I'm sure extra caution will be taken by quite a few people here for tonight. And Hunter, who led the last lap of Wednesday, is going to lead the first lap tonight.
We will take a zoomed out shot. I mean, this is the front pack. You got a second pack sort of forming back here. Then you got a third pack.
Everybody that started on pit road, too, is going to be coming off at some point.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's going to be so much action out on the racetrack. But up front, though, it's Max Yurkin at number 6. He's alongside Hunter Johnson. They're going to go to the front.
Yeah, and Hunter has Max to credit for that victory of his on Wednesday. Max was 9 laps down, but he stayed on Hunter's bumper in the lead pack and pushed him to victory. As they're
wrecking!
We're going to go to the outside wall as a couple of trucks are going to get collected in this, hopefully. Oh,
there they go!
No, there we go! Oh, huge crash! Just as we thought they gathered it up, we're going to have 10 trucks all wadded up here in turns 3 and 4. And that'll be our first caution of the night here on lap number 2, and that one got big quick.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it looked like it was going to be 2 or 3, and somebody must have run into the back of somebody else somewhere, because we look over and bam, there's 10 people all wrecked.
Yeah, that didn't look pretty. They started fanning 3 wide, and it didn't work. Somebody made some contact there. I think it might have been the 27 to Jason Nelson. I'm not really sure. We'll just have to see. Oh, there's some net code.
And then further back, this was totally separate. These guys all saved it, but then you look back here and there's people all over the place. Connor Brandon, one of those in that. So we'll back this up and we'll see what the trigger of this could have potentially been. But unfortunately for Connor, his night's over before it even really started.
Well, Connor bumped a 16 right into the plow. Oh, Hess, no brakes right there.
Oh, the 12 is in that as well. Looks like the 33. I think that's Landon Gentry. Looks like the 228, one of our rookies here tonight.
Man, you see the 16. I think that's
it looks like,
Klein.
I think Connor Yeah, I think Connor checked up for that gray truck that was slowing down in front of him, and then all these guys just didn't slow down at all and just ran him over, unfortunately. And again, again, those first 3 or 4 guys that were wrecking, they got it up together, but as soon as they saved it, everybody back here just wadded it up.
Got Parker White in that, another big name. You're to see it.
Man.
A car go airborne.
Big hits.
That was Lindsay Amadon.
Yeah, one of our rookies here for tonight. One of about the 15 of them or so that are in the session. So I'm sure everybody that started on pit road is thinking that's exactly why I started on pit road for this race. Because in all likelihood, they just avoided that incident that happened.
Caution's out.
We'll see how.
Obviously.
Yeah, we'll see how many people this takes out of the race. I'm sure Connor, unfortunately, is going to be one of them.
Yeah.
Given the damage that he sustained. We'll see if we have any other. I think Amadon might be done. Garrett Hess was one of those involved as well. I think he's going to be out. I don't know what the 287's doing here. But you can see the damage to his truck nonetheless. That's Trevor Bergman, another one of our rookies. Yeah, a lot of damage to the 12. So yeah, I think we're going to end up with probably 4 or 5 trucks out of the running here after this. I think some of the people in that will be able to continue, like Jace.
Oh, Bergman just got disqualified.
Yeah, well, that's probably because he was just
he was driving backwards trying to get into the stall.
I don't know what the world that was, but I hope he's not surprised with how far he just backed up on pit road.
Yeah, he backed up at least 10 stalls for that, and
yeah, but guys like Jace and Herbert Solomon that were in that first part, I think they'll be okay. But obviously, you know, guys like Connor and Garrett, not so fortunate after that one. So we got the 1 to green here on lap number 5, so go green on lap 6. As there's one truck, I think, getting their wave around or lap back there. So quite the start to the evening here. I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm also surprised that the wreck somehow wasn't bigger than it was. We got just the sheer amount of people on the track.
We got a fair amount of people who didn't start the race. Lindsay Amadon, DNF, unfortunately, they're out of it. Omar Diallo didn't connect. AJ Bain's not here. Richard Sprague Jr. is not here. Colton Zimmer's not here. So that's 5 people. This should have been like a 55 truck race. But
I mean, we still had 50 people start, you know, like.
And the thing is, there's 46 still on the lead lap.
Yeah. I mean, we may have taken some people out of the race, but again, there is still no shortage of trucks. So, I mean, we've already had a caution, and there are still more trucks out on the racetrack than the amount that usually takes the green flag of a NASCAR sanctioned race. So there's still a lot of people left, and a lot of time for that action to still happen. So the pace car will get itself onto pit road. It'll be Hunter Johnson and Max Zierk leading us back to the green, and we're back underway here at Daytona.
Max didn't get a good restart. Hunter's going to pull himself forward, and that's the 155 of Nathan Lyons, who's going to work himself to the backside of Hunter Johnson. Nathan's going to look down low. He gets shoved to the apron.
Oh, man, that could have been bad. That for a split second there, that looked like it was going to be a huge wreck. Thankfully, he was able to slot back in line. He'll jump up to the high side now. Try to take this lead away from Hunter. And we've got some blocking on the apron further back. I think that's Herbert Solomon and somebody else, but they're getting antsy just about everywhere you look here in this pack as the 155 leads it here through 3 and 4. And here comes Hunter once again on the bottom side.
Nathan Lyons, one of the more aggressive plate racers. I expect this 155 to be a threat for this lead, and they're going to go 3 wide up on the high side. I think it's Quentin Haley. He's going to make something happen there with nobody. He's going with he has nobody right now. Oh, there they go again!
No! There's going to be another big wreck. Yurik's involved in that. The 190's around. Second caution of the night, and they're not done wrecking yet. I'm expecting to pan over and see a lot more people in some trouble as unfortunately Urich gets involved from the top 5. Had a great run going so far. A lot of damage to that 6 truck. As looks like him and Quentin Haley potentially made some contact here.
No, 090.
The 090. Wow, these guys did a really nice job avoiding that. That looked like it was going to be a whole lot worse, especially with how far up in the field that occurred.
That's the second time.
Netcode strikes again tonight.
I mean, regardless, the 090 James still washed up, but I mean, that's still
agreed.
The same exact type of contact we saw with that first initial incident.
I wonder because... Oh, no! Oh, right at the very end, the 8 just got hit. But I wonder, with the amount of people that are here tonight, I wonder if maybe the server is having some trouble handling the extra trucks, potentially? Maybe, I mean, it could be a number of different things, but that's just a guess. But, I mean, given where that wreck occurred, the fact that that was only about 4 or 5 trucks is astonishing. But thankfully, that is the case. So we're back under yellow here on lap 8, as we'll regroup again. And Hunter looks like will lead us back to the green once we do get it again.
Man, sucks for Urich in that 6. I mean, he had obviously a great run
yeah.
last time, but he doesn't get a meatball flag. He is going to have a lot of damage, though.
I guess you can push Hunter to the win while 9 laps down again. I'm sure
Yeah,
not
we'll
what he intended to do, but it may end up being what happens.
Just have to see. One lap to go. Luckily, these caution laps are fast. Max does go 1 lap down. We have 42 now in the lead lap. Multiple drivers still 1 lap down. Oh no, never mind. We still 2 to green right now. So, in terms of running order, we got some fairly interesting people inside this top 10. We've only ran, 10 laps, so see 50 drivers here for the ACOG Silver Truck Series who've logged in at least 1 lap. There's 55 who registered.
We just said that.
And, like, I mean, look at this. Look at this left panel. Positions gained off the initial start. You got the 079 who's up here.
Quentin Haley was one of those before that most recent incident happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible we could see numbers above 40. It is actually possible we could see numbers above 40. I mean, you see right there, the 01. I think that's, I don't know who that is. Sawyer St. Clair. That's 33 positions from where he started. But I think off the green, I mean, we've had so many, I mean, it's only 2 early wrecks, but too many. We're definitely going to have some different agendas off this green.
Oh, definitely. Though I think as the field gets a bit smaller, maybe those agendas will start to shift even more. But with this many people still in the running, I still think the main strategy, at least for me, and you see Benjamin, of course, already employing that so far tonight, would just be to lay in the back and hope that, you know, more of these guys end up in cautions and kind of taking themselves out of contention. Because we saw Ben win the pole, and then immediately after the drop of the green flag, he went down to the apron and got himself down to the rear of the field, and in doing so, he missed each of the first 2 yellows that have happened. So I'm sure with this many people still in the race, he'll continue to do that.
Aaron Brown with a black flag, but not sure what that's about. 41 drivers still on the lead lap to get ourselves set for this next green flag run. It'll be off our second caution. Evening. Here we go yet again. Hopefully this time we don't have some interesting netcode being played out. I mean, as you mentioned it, I'm not really surprised there's lots of netcode, but I mean, we got a couple people who are ranging around the 200 in terms of ping. So Parker White, one of those drivers, Cal Gomes, as well as Kiloa Henkins. Kiloa has an obvious case for why he has such high ping, but here we go.
Green flag,
Green flag.
Yeah, and like I said before, I'm sure some of this may actually just be the server having a harder time handling this many trucks out on the racetrack, and as a result, maybe netcode increases. It could, again, though, be a couple of different things. As top 5 or so now single file, and of course, just as I say that, because the drivers love proving me wrong, Nathan Lyons is going to block Quentin Haley all the way up to the outside wall, and we're going to go 3 wide here for second place, and I don't think the drivers liked that move by Nathan very much, and he's going to get sucker holed down the middle.
I told you, Nathan Lyons, he's one of the more aggressive super speedway racers, but even though he doesn't have any help, that middle line is just the shorter way around, and he's going to go ahead and pull himself right, or at least he's still trying to get split out. I mean, there's nobody wants to work with Nathan, but man, they're racing really close, and Nathan's trying to multitask, but you see those drivers right behind Quentin Haley, they don't even want to be up there anymore because of Nathan's antics.
And of course, like, it's nothing personal, but, you know, if I saw a move that early in the race, honestly, I wouldn't want to really work with that driver either, at least for the time being. It's nothing personal against Nathan, of course, but, you know, there are just some guys that don't like that level of aggression this early in a race, and so they'll act accordingly out on the racetrack.
Bachman goes up high, never mind, he sneaks back in line. That's the 84, now third in line. But still Hunter Johnson leading this thing. Jonah Long in the 07, coming in here as a rookie. Doing a very, very nice job. Ah, there they go!
Oh, and there's wreck number 3, Quentin Haley, one of those in the outside wall. Got a couple of trucks going through the grass.
And no caution by the looks of it. No caution gets called. This pack is going to be split apart.
That's a really tough break for Quentin. He'd been doing such a good job running up there tonight. And looks like that's going to be the end of the night for him, unfortunately.
And now look at this field. They're split out. Now.
Yeah, that's a really, really tough break there for Quentin. They're doing a really nice job here tonight. Jonah Long, again, one of our rookies, running P2 right now. Great run for him going so far. As you see, Lyons, he's going to pull up to the outside. He'll pull even with Bachman in the 84. At the stripe, it'll be Hunter once again, who's dominated this race so far, but of course, still plenty of time for that to change.
Okay, so as these intervals do change around, looks like it's 2 seconds all the way back to the second pack that's sort of forming up. This is led by Parker White. Actually, it's only 2 drivers here. You got a pot of 3, big pack here, a pot of 5 here, 13 seconds back at that. You got another 6, and then you go another 18 seconds back. So this field is very, very fanned out. Meanwhile, up front, Nathan Lyons going for the lead.
And you know what? I'm sure there's people in the field right now that are probably very, very happy that this field is spread out the way it is, because...
Oh my gosh!
My God! That... I cannot believe that just happened. Thankfully, that was not a wreck, but I think some of the people in this lead pack might need a change of underwear after seeing that one. As the lap truck just... I think it was trying to get out of the way.
Yeah, he's trying to get on pit road, but...
You gotta commit to the high side at that point.
You can't do that.
Like that.
You can't do that.
Man.
Holy cow.
I don't know who that was, but man, they are lucky that they didn't cause a wreck right there, because he would have had a whole host of people not happy with him. But yeah, back to my original point. I'm sure there's quite a few people in the field right now that are probably glad that the field is so spread out the way they are right now. Of course, it decreases the chances of a wreck happening and decreases the overall aggression. So we'll have these guys fighting it out for the lead up here. But if I'm in that second or third pack, I'm honestly comfortable with that.
I don't know what Ryan's just doing. That dude's out of whack. He just about doored Hunter in the one, but
Yeah,
Parker
he's-
White now
he's-
now in this line. He got some help there from Omar Diallo, and you see that number 90 of, I think that's Malachi Drake right behind. No, yeah, it is. They got a pot of 3, and they're gonna go pull up to this main
catching.
field. Oh man, did they just wreck? They did.
Oh, they did. The leaders did. Bachman, Dominic Howe.
Looks like
and
that's
I can't catch
that's
the
Parker
number on
White.
that one. And
Now
we got a
there's only
pack of
5 guys
5.
here. What?
Yeah, and that pack of 4 or 5 is probably going to catch these guys as Lions will lead another. So another wreck that somehow did not bring out a caution. As this pack of 3 of Jace, Connor, and Max, they were all involved in the first 2 incidents, so they're going to get lapped here, unfortunately. We'll see if maybe they can retain enough speed to latch on to the back of this pack, but I don't think they're going to be able to. We'll see, though. As the leaders make their way around them down the backstretch, and Hunter might lose this top 4 here. As it looks like it'll be Nathan, Gavin Austin, Jonah Long, and Miles Nelson. There you see Hunter a couple of tenths behind these 4. And there's your lead pack.
I mean, you only have 5 people in this lead pack. You go back 7 seconds. There is a train of at least 10 people back here. This one being led by Jay Mulder. So everybody's going to have to do their job to sort of communicate and push to get up to this lead pack. I mean, there's not a lot of guys up here. There's only 5 trucks in this lead pack. They got to get themselves and hopefully catch this. Hopefully catch these 5 drivers. But at the same time, these 5 drivers, I mean, they're getting some people. Look how fanned out they are back here. You got some interesting stuff going around here as Connor is gonna tuck down low. Everybody's gonna have to swing. Oh my goodness gracious.
I mean, I can't blame Connor for trying to do that, of course. He's trying to latch onto one of these packs, but I mean, I think some of those guys waited way too long to swing up to the high side. As at the line, it looks like it'll be Nathan again as we hit 32 to go this time by. So still a bit short of halfway, and we've already had quite a bit of action so far.
New name working himself into this lead pack. 2 drivers, that's Justin Johnson and Ethan Harrison. They're going to work up to the high side and drag the 00 Miles Nelson. Lions is going to throw the block. They're going to go 3 wide now. Oh, there goes Lions. He gets a bump out of line. He goes to the low side, but Justin just shoved himself through that.
Yeah, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if some of the guys up here are just getting a bit tired of Nathan Lyons. I mean, again, it's nothing personal, but I don't think a lot of people are going to like the aggression that he shows this early on in the run. But the caution's going to come out here as we saw Jerome Cooper in the 101 smoking on the apron, though I'm not sure if that was the cause of the yellow. We'll try and get a look here and see what might have been the cause of the yellow, but this will regroup everybody now.
Okay, so get a breather. Whoa, what the heck?
That's weird.
I don't know what Galvin and Sheen were
82.
doing. It's Sheen in the 57.
In the 7 of Lewis Galvin.
Galvin come up?
Was that netcode again?
No, definitely wasn't. I mean, from the first angle,
It definitely came off that way, but this will be a good angle.
what?
Just of course, definitely weird that with the amount of trucks that are here tonight and the amount of packs that have formed, it ended up being a pack of 2 that brought the caution back out. But
Yeah, Liam washed up then. The 7, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, came down. I'm not really sure what Liam then washes out into the pack, and that triggers the caution. I'm not sure what Liam was doing. I'm not sure what the 7 was doing, but they shouldn't have made contact. That shouldn't have been possible.
sometimes things you may think are impossible end up becoming possible.
Pit road open this time by, and I'm pretty sure pit road's going to be a busy place with 34 trucks on the lead lap. 21 laps have been logged. We'll just have to see on how this thing will all go as Justin took the lead there momentarily. You see how busy pit road is right now. Busy place.
As it has been all night. Of course, we had all those people pit starting, had 2 incidents before this one, so crew guys better get paid a little extra tonight for the amount of work they've already been doing. As I think the ticker is a bit of an issue here. I don't know what the deal there is, but
yeah, so anybody who starts on pit road glitches out the ticker. If a leader, what you call it? How do I explain this? If a person who takes the lead started on pit road, it glitches out the ticker. I don't know what kind of ATVO issue is that, but I do apologize about that. Well, hopefully when somebody else takes the lead, it should fix itself. But I mean, that just tells you the 77, he started on pit road and he's leading this thing.
yeah, things can change pretty fast.
So now, officially out of the session, Austin Derbyshire, Parker White, Lindsay Amadon, Jerome Cooper, Aaron Brown, Timothy Babcock, James Cooper, Trevor Bergman, Quinton Haley, AJ Bain, Omar Diallo, Richard Sprague Jr., Colton Zimmer. All out of it. Lots of drivers are going to get, one to go. I mean, obviously one to go this time by. 35 still on the lead lap.
That's the crazy part. We've already had all the, we've had 3 different incidents and those couple that didn't bring cautions out. And we're halfway and we still got 35 people on the lead lap, which again, it just goes to show you just how many people took the green flag tonight. As we'll take the green about 2 laps shy of halfway, so I think everybody will be good to the end now on fuel. So I think at this point the only way people would have to pit again is for damage repair. So we'll see if maybe this could go green all the way. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm hoping for it, but you never know. Crazier things have happened.
Should be interesting with that fuel window as well. That fuel window should be around, not really sure. I'm trying to sort of calculate in my head on how this is all going to go. Should be at least, still going to be I think it's still going to be a one-stop race. So if this thing does go green all the way, I'm wondering when these drivers are going to hit pit road, but we'll just have to see.
It's going to be close.
Yeah. Hey, Scars in.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag? Man, that 51 did not get going. But he's going to work himself to that 3rd line and just out of harm's way. Because here comes Nathan Lyons right through the middle. He's pushing. Looks like a black shirt. That's Gavin Austin, you're right.
Yeah, smart move there by Jay. Just get out of the way and hope nothing bad happens, I guess. As he'll actually slot into looks like about 8th or so. As for a brief second there, Gavin got shuffled out of line by Nathan, but gathered it up as he had a bit of, a drone shot here down the backstretch and into turn 3. There's Harrison side by side with Gavin Austin. And you see Nathan giving power to that 88 still as he has all throughout this lap.
Typically, I mean, as you see the 88 drop himself down, as Austin will take the lead. Oh, there you go!
Oh, no! And the 01 goes around, the 77 goes around. There's going to be a whole lot more people. There's Nathan Lyons, Justin Johnson.
Got the 3 around as well.
People spinning.
Those were all just spins. Every single one of those were just spins.
Yeah, I hate to say it like this, but I'm sure there are some people in this field that are happy that Nathan Lyons just spun like that. I mean, nothing wrong with being aggressive, of course, but again, there's some people that might not like it that much. Though this looks kind of weird. I don't know what really happened here. Did Ethan see a gap, maybe?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, it was a bad bump to Gavin, and they all just... Yeah. as the 00 tagged the wall, and these all looked like they were just single truck spins, except for that T-bone right there by Gavin on Nathan. The rest of these, though, looked like spins where nobody really hit anything. So it definitely could have been a whole lot worse. Yeah, the 01 of Sawyer St. Clair also. There's, you see the 8 of Justin and a bit of contact further back. I'm not sure who those two trucks were. But yeah, that definitely could have been a lot worse than it was, especially, you know, it was, I mean, given that it was the leader that got turned in front of everybody, I mean, that easily could have taken out maybe 3/4 of the field.
No doubt about it. Harrison's gonna get the penalty. He does actually DNF. Benjamin A. White has a meatball flag. Not sure where he got that from. Looks like he's having audio issues as well. So our pole sitter, unfortunately, is not gonna finish on the lead lap and will not be.
Yeah, tough break there.
Yeah, he won't be a contender by the end of this. You're gonna have some interesting things happen here. Oh, no surprise to see how many people on pit road. I mean, it's right around that fuel window in which these drivers are definitely gonna probably maybe gamble. As Sheen is flying through the middle. Probably.
Yeah, it can't hurt to top off, even if you weren't involved in the incident.
Now, what Sheen did what the heck am I saying? What Sheen did there, he sped on pit road on purpose. That way, he didn't speed too much, but enough for him to get an EOL. So admin's probably not gonna go ahead and, you know, take the time to type in exclamation point EOL 51 or whatever, 57, excuse me. But
yeah, that might have been on purpose. To, maybe he wanted to restart towards the back. So
right.
Maybe a strategy call there for Liam.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, better to do it that way since collisions are very lenient than, you know, to do something dumb on track. So an interesting way for sure. And it also, of course, avoids giving a black flag to everybody that would end up passing him if he dropped back there on his own. So good call there for Liam to do it the way he did. And so we'll see if in the second half of this race he can climb back through the field and maybe score a top 5 or a win tonight.
Okay. Now past halfway, it's been caution-filled. I mean, no surprise to see that.
It's been some pretty good racing when they haven't been under yellow, though.
Right. Still sucks to see a lot of cautions, but the thing is about those cautions and such, like, they're, I mean, you...
All right, man.
Oh,
Lights
my
are back
gosh.
on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
I don't know what happened. Connor just stopped on the track, I think. Let everybody by. But we will not be going green this time by.
So, I guess we'll go green on lap 29.
No. We will go green this time, though. Just a delay of caution there. Everybody's just trying to catch themselves.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Everybody's trying to get themselves gathered up. Connor is just trying to let as many people by. All right, here we go. We'll try it again. One to go. I mean, this time we will go green. Gavin Austin up front. Got new names in here. DeAngelis, Hankins. Lots of people toward the back are gonna get probably a black flag. So, for
Green.
yeah, Mulder got a black flag for looks like that's a restart violation.
Ooh, that's a tough break there for Jay. And he's gonna have to serve that under green as well, assuming this stays green for a bit.
And that's something new that Jay's probably never experienced about, but I mean, that's his first ever time up there. And look at Woody, he's coming out of nowhere. He's gonna go to the high side with DeAngelis now. Oh boy, they're stacking 3.
Oh yeah, there they go.
Here we go. There's Sertage up there.
And we saw what he did on those
boy.
restarts on Wednesday night with how fast he was.
They're just about 4 wide as the 51 cannot get to the apron. Oh, did they wreck? I'm not really sure. I hear contact there.
Yes, it's still green regardless of what happened, though.
Restart violation was cleared by Jay Mulder.
AC is still up there, about 4th or 5th on the high side. So, good break there for him this time. As we now have Frank DeAngelis and Liam Sheen side by side for the lead. 2 guys you haven't really talked about that much so far tonight. As they'll come around to complete lap 29. So, 21 to go this time around.
Now you got the big
Woody and Sertage now up here as well for the first time, and Mason Sweet, one of our rookies, now in the top 5.
Now you got your big names working yourself into this picture. I mean, you got your Liam Sheens, your Frank DeAngelises, your Cole Woodies. I mean, this is going to be a dogfight for this top spot. Woody's going to split the middle right through Sheen. Oh, he caught him lacking there, and Woody's going to take the bait to go through the middle and leave Liam dry.
Liam's gonna free fall here out of the top 10 in all likelihood. And there's Sawyer St. Clair. He was just in that last caution. Now he's up in the top 5 again. Crazy how quickly he got back up there. So good job there for the 0-1 to put himself back into position here in the later stages. As 20 to go this time. So this is going to see... I mean, we've already seen a lot of aggression tonight, but I think it's going to ramp up a little bit more.
Oh, no doubt about it. I think this is a time in which you're going to definitely see some probably 3 wide maneuvers being made and all cars go all sorts of ways. And I think this is when we're going to get our big wreck. That famed big one that everybody talks about. It's starting to brew up. They're 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Bachman's going to pull out. Never mind, he's maybe going to drop back in line. But they are shuffling big time. Bachman now gets the safer barriers. Woody takes the lead. Boy, that all got disorganized, and Mason Sweet, in the meantime, and that is going to drop back. One truck is actually blinking off of that. That's the 0-1 to Sawyer. Bachman's going to file back in line, but Woody takes the lead.
Yeah, they're getting all sorts of antsy now, though, as you see those couple of guys that got shuffled out are going to try to make their way back in line.
Oh, man, they're racing hard. They are racing hard now. 2 wide up, at least I'd say 9 rows deep. That's what Super Speedway Racing's all about. No, Woody got turned!
Oh, no! And around goes Cole, and this is going to be a huge wreck. Oh, my goodness. Upside down goes Dominic Howe in the 058. Huge crash here. Definitely the biggest one of the night.
Liam's not holding his brakes.
They're still wrecking up here. Sertage involved, Sawyer St. Clair. And, man, that got big quick.
Wow, look how many people have... Oh, my goodness gracious, what are they doing?
Watch out. Oh, boy.
All right, time to list the names.
Okay.
Cole Williams, meatball flag. Sertage, Liam Sheen, Herbert Sullivan, Lewis Galvin, Cole Woody, Benjamin A. White. I mean, he was already been meatballed, but Dominic Howe, Larry Fairman, all involved in this incident off of turn number 2. Oh my goodness gracious, that was. Yeah,
that one, they really wadded him up that time.
Yeah, I mean, I called it. I called it. It's now. It was about time. It was about time.
And we're still going to have a decent chunk of trucks left after this, too. Which is insane. But then you see the contact with Cole and Sertage, and then the track just gets blocked at this point. And there's just nothing anybody can do here. Now, I think Cole might have washed up a little bit. I'm not really sure.
Oh, what the heck is Sertage
Ooh.
doing?
And again, just nowhere for anybody to go. Sawyer's in that. And then here's everybody in that second pack. There's Galvin flying in there.
Watch
and Dominic
Liam
went on his
Sheen.
roof.
Oh,
Ooh.
jeez.
Oh, he caught two of
I
them.
think Liam was unpleased about Sertage.
We saw a similar situation on Wednesday night between Miles Nelson and Jace Nelson after the incident that happened there. As we'll have to get a look at Dominic, because he went right over towards the tail end of that, because that second pack did not really slow down at all. Oh, what the? There's Miles getting into the back of somebody under caution.
Yeah, I'm not sure what. Sweet's definitely not paying attention. What the heck? Ran right into. Oh my gosh!
I thought that was Miles Nelson. My mistake there.
Yeah, that was Miles Nelson who.
Yeah, we'll have to get a look and see what happened with Dominic, because all I saw was that truck going flying through the air after Lewis Galvin came in. So got our first flip of the Truck Series season.
My goodness.
Man.
Miles wasn't paying attention, ran right into the last person you want to run to, Hankins, so Miles got removed from the session because of that. I'm not sure what Miles was doing. He ran right into Malachi. Malachi probably is going to be pissed. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, a lot just happened there. Oh my goodness gracious. We've definitely whittled down the field big time. Jace Nelson in the 27 is going to get the lucky dog. Get that free pass back on the lead lap. Not really sure what Miles was doing there, but goodness gracious.
Yeah, a couple people I'm sure are not going to be
What
too
is
thrilled.
Connor doing?
Yeah,
just
it's
having
been
a field
quite
day.
the interesting event so far tonight.
One lap to go. This time by, we will see 15 laps to go. Still a lot of time left, honestly. There's a lot of things going on at once. Give me one moment. I forgot to put. I forgot to put up chat. You know, sometimes as a commentator, you get enveloped in that the stuff, the environment. We got a few people on the chat. I want to go ahead and say hi to Joshua Medlock, one of our broadcasters. Hello. Tyler Hawkins. Hello. Austin, Nathan, who's actually racing. Adrian, the GOAT 2K. I see you on there. And yes, I do pay attention to chat. Sometimes, Joshua. Here we go.
Yeah, sometimes we get so focused on what's going on that we forget to do some things, and then the spaghetti just falls out of our pockets. You know, that's just what happens sometimes, but we've got a 15-lap shootout to the end here at Daytona. We've got Mason Sweet and Jay Mulder leading us to the green, and we've still got 26 trucks left on the lead lap. So still half the field on the lead lap, even with how many we've started with. We'll see how many of them finish there, though.
Here we go. Alright, now with a lot of big names eliminated off of that wreck. Time to see on how this will all go as we get the 056 of Mason Sweet clear. Is that Hunter Johnson? Wow, he whipped up there. Oh my goodness, a bunch of weaving out.
Whoa.
Mason's gonna get split 3 wide. Mulder's trying to go 3. They are 3. Mulder's on the wall.
And look at Henry Tabor in the 78 on the bottom. He's going to take the race lead here into turn 3 with help from Justin Johnson. We haven't talked about him at all so far tonight, but look at him in prime position now in the late stages of the race.
How about that? I mean, that's... Oh no! There he goes! Are you kidding me?
No! Oh, I hate the fact that we're so good at commentator jinxing. It's just like when Eduardo took the lead at Talladega last season, and just like that, Henry Tabor went from potentially being able to win to, non-contention to win. And commentator jinxes really stink when they happen, especially when they happen that soon.
Oh my gosh,
As
that was so
Nathan
sad to
Lyons
see.
up towards the front again.
Now...
There's DeAngelis and Visconti up there as well.
It
As you
was a
see Nathan leading the
91. That's
bottom with
Webster.
the
We
damage.
haven't talked about this guy all night. Cody Webster in the 91 has made himself up to 3rd place. He's 3rd on the high side.
And Visconti taking the lead here, coming to 13 to go. As
Ooh,
Hunter...
uh-oh.
Oh, that was not a good block by Visconti, and oh my goodness, they should not have gotten away with that.
Oh, Visconti got pushed out 3. Looks like Justin's going to split the middle right through
I don't think
Visconti.
they liked that
And
block very much. And they acted accordingly, said, well, you're going to block like that, we're going to get you out of here. And so Christian will have to work his way back up to this top 10 again.
all right. 26 drivers left on the lead lap. Got the 079 of Hunter Johnson leading this thing. You got now Webster in 2nd. It's DeAngelis in 3rd. Lyons has worked himself back inside this top 5, so he's going to be a threat. Both ways.
That's the thing that are about the more aggressive drivers like Nathan Lyons. Of course, a lot of people probably aren't going to be a fan of how they drive, but you have to
look
admit
out.
that it works. As Webster almost came up there on DeAngelis, that could have been big.
But it worked
And he'll
out to
slot
him.
in front of
Oh,
Hunter.
they're
They'll
starting the
take
door.
lead as they door between Hunter and Justin. The two Johnsons make some contact there. Yeah, like I was saying, I mean, you may not like how Nathan Lyons drives, but it works for him, and it gets him up there in contention almost every time he races. So, I mean, there's many different ways to get the correct answer, as DeAngelis will file down to the bottom here in turn 3, and he'll lead us back with 11 laps to go.
Webster pulls out. Connor is going to play a lap car
Connor,
roll.
Oh, my... Oh...
Oh,
As
man.
Nathan
Lyons is
went
on the apron.
below him there to miss him. That was close.
Boy, they...
I don't think we're done wrecking yet.
No.
Just a gut feeling on that one. As they're 3 wide around 8th place or so. I think that's Burgi, Bachman, and Visconti all around there.
Man, they're definitely not done wrecking. I know that for sure. And we got some big names inside this top 5 who could definitely make some noise. Webster's gonna pull out. DeAngelis tries to block. This is gonna open up the door for Lyons. Webster just about turns Hunter Johnson. Oh my goodness gracious.
Goodness.
Oh, they're still sideways. Now this put Nathan Lyons first truck on the bottom. Looks like DeAngelis. Oh, Dale Jr. mode. He turned it on, and he's blocking for the lead.
Boy. And there's Bachman trying to make it work 3 wide up on the top. He's got no help up there, though, but props to him trying. As look at the crossover there by Lyons. He's trying to get in front of the 69 as quickly as he can.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, here we go. They're really going to start blocking now. Both DeAngelis and Lyons both block quite a bit at these races. Now they're the first 2 trucks in line, so... something's gonna have to give here over these last 9 laps.
Oh gosh. This is looking spicy. We'll just have to see on how this will all go. But up front, at the line, give it to Frank DeAngelis, who's getting a huge push from Johnson. Johnson knows how to push in these things. All he has to do is, keep it straight. You got a lap truck who's gonna play a big factor as DeAngelis is gonna take the lead.
Yeah, the outside really has kind of fallen off. It's Hunter, it's Cody, and it's Bachman. There's really nobody else up there right now. And Bachman's
Oh
back
my
in his top
gosh!
2 as well, and oh man, that was close.
Oh, it's getting too close. Something's gonna have to give. One of these trucks are gonna be
Too
wrecked
close
in a
to
moment.
comfort. I would say more than one. If they wreck right now, it's probably gonna be almost this entire front pack. But now the outside's reforming. Visconti's now up there, and Bachman's caught up as well. So we're 2 by 2, about 5-6 rows deep now, as Hunter will lead it again with 8 to go, trying to go back-to-back here at Daytona this week.
Oh, man. You got some new names working themselves into this picture. Ryan Kwan in the 82. He's slowly lurking in here. You got Joe Berge, 83. Landon Gentry. Everybody behind this this whole 2x2 shenanigans up front are just laying back and sort of wanting to time their moves out well, enough to be in contention by the end of it. But right now, Frank DeAngelis is doing a nice job of keeping his nose up front. He got a big push there from the 155. Webster needs to do a better job at pushing Hunter to get him up there and challenge for the lead. Now, since Frank is clear...
They need more help.
Yeah, he needs more help.
Bachman needs to go back up there, and I think they're going to need maybe one or two more people.
Oh, they got disaligned.
Well.
They got disaligned, and this is going to pull Hunter forward.
Now it's a 5-on-3. Hunter and Cody might both be able to come down now.
Oh, Webster delayed reaction there, trying to follow Hunter down, but looks like he started pulling ahead of Hunter as soon as he started to turn down. So Webster's going to pull to the outside line. Now here comes the 80 into the picture. You got the 8 in there as well.
Yeah, I think that was a smart move by Cody not to come down when he did. It probably avoided an incident, as Visconti and Cody are both going to come down to the bottom and now give the lead to the 91 of Cody Webster. And it's now Justin Johnson in the 8, the first truck up top, as we're going to put Henry Tabor in the 78 a lap down here after unfortunately getting spun from the bottom.
Oh, they're going to go. They have to go 4 wide.
Oh, boy.
This is not going to work.
Hunter's on the apron. Oh, that's
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Wow, okay. Gotta decompress after that one. That looked like it was going to be really bad for a second.
It all worked out to Webster's favor, though. He's still in the lead, but Hunter, he chimes back.
And there's Hunter moving up.
Oh, Webster got bumped down the line. Here comes Hunter with a run. Now you got Justin Johnson up there.
And Hunter's not going to have enough room to clear, though. But now we're 2 by 2, just like that again. Is that Mason Sweet taking a 3 up there, maybe? Somebody took it way up there to the wall. As they're going to have 5 laps remaining at the line. It's going to be Webster leading it. Will he finish first, though?
I'm not really sure. I am not really sure.
Still 2 by 2.
Oh, boy.
Oh, hopefully that truck stays out of the way. They're on the bottom.
Yeah, they go to the apron.
Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, I have to imagine that before this thing ends, we're going to see some guys maybe take it 3.
Oh, they fanned out so hard. They're 4 wide in a 3.
Oh, I don't know about 4 wide. 3 wide, maybe. 4 wide's pretty...
Oh, there they go!
Oh, and up on his side goes Bachman. The back half of this pack's going to go around. There's Justin in it. The 22 of Matt Alexander. Christian Visconti, and this is going to set us up for a green-white checkered finish, and I think the 80 might have just gone for a hole that wasn't there, unfortunately.
Oh, they started to fan out. It looked so good, then after that it didn't, but we'll have to see.
How did it take so long for that to happen?
Ooh.
It looks like it was Nathan Lyons and Visconti was the initial contact there, but I don't know how Justin spun.
Yeah, get another replay of it.
How did Justin spin?
Oh, the net code.
Oh, net code again. And there's Bachman. He ended up ramping off the wall onto his side here in the 84, riding up along the safer barrier. There's Schmidt in the middle of that. There's the 82. Tabor, who had just gone a lap down. He would have been the lucky dog if he had missed that incident there. So another tough break there for him. See Mason Sweet. He gets it slowed down enough to miss it. But Visconti saw an opportunity here, and with this few laps to go, I mean, you got to take it. But I just don't know if that was net code or if maybe either he went down or the 155 maybe came up a little bit. I'm not too sure.
Seemed like
there's your end result either way.
It was most likely net code between those two.
Yeah,
Nathan
tough break
Lyons
there.
is gonna get an EOL for incident points.
Yeah, it's a tough break. He got himself back up there. And now, I mean, we're going to go back green with 2 to go, so that's going to really leave him next to no time at all to gain those spots back. So he's going to have to hope for a really, really big wreck to catch himself back up.
Okay, so in terms of ACOG green, white, checkers, you got 3 attempts. So, I mean, 3 attempts at some shenanigans falling out, but I mean, 3. If the caution comes out during that first initial lap, gonna re-rack him up and try it again. But if not, well, we take the white flag. All bets are off. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. And based off of what we see right here, you got some interesting people up here. You got Webster, DeAngelis, Johnson, not Lyons anymore. Lyons is not gonna be a factor, because he got an EOL from incident points. For those of y'all who are tuning in here live, I see a bunch of y'all here on the chat. I do appreciate it. Broadcasting live for the ACOG iRacing Silver Truck Series. Currently, gonna go into green, white, checker territory. So, 2 laps to decide this event.
I would say that's probably the expected outcome, given the fact that we started this race with about 51 people. As we'll take the 1 to go here for green, white, checkered attempt number 1. And of course, again, if we have a caution before the white, we'll rack them up and do it again. And if we wreck again on the second one, we'll do it again. But on the third one, if there is a wreck and the caution comes out, the field is frozen at the time of the yellow. And the order that they run when the yellow comes out will be the order that they finish in. So hopefully we don't get there, because nobody likes to see a race end that way. But we've got ourselves attempt number 1 here. And it's going to be Cody Webster and Frank DeAngelis leading us to the green.
Now, of course, green, white, checkers, okay? To get 2 laps. So, based off what we see in previous truck races, usually the person inside this top 5 would typically win the race. Because it's honestly hard to pass off of restarts. So, we're gonna get some interesting things start to happen as there's still some people trying to actually catch themselves up to this field, I think. You got the 80 Visconti, 51, Jonah Long, haven't really talked about them. That 07's gonna catch themselves up, but we're working ourselves into 3 and 4.
Yeah, Jonah Long was running top 5 a bit earlier in the race, but not really sure what caused him to go as further back as he did. But see if maybe in these last 2 laps he can try to get himself back up there. But it'll be Webster, DeAngelis, Johnson, Austin, and Burgee now up there. Your top 5 for green, white, checkered number 1. Here we go.
Green flag.
Green flag. Oh my goodness, Webster. Oh, he got too good of a restart. And speaking of too good of a restart, I mean, Hunter's gonna have a huge run on him.
But will he take the bait, though? Because if he goes up... Oh, and Webster blocks. Oh, man.
Now that'll push that inside line forward. Who's that? I think that's a 93 Burgee.
Yeah, Burgee now up into second place.
Where did he come from?
And look at how stacked up they are now because of that.
Oh, they're pulling out. What a crossover by Burgee.
What a move there by the 83. I mean, look at the high side. Gavin Austin in the 88. Hunter gives a shot to Cody. But here comes Austin and Landon Gentry in the 33 now on the top. We'll see if maybe they can get a couple more people up there and make that third line viable. And look at Jace Nelson in the 27 with all that damage. He's now in the top 10 coming to the white flag.
Ah, goes Webster.
No! And up in the air.
I mean, that's not Webster, that's DeAngelis.
White flag, no caution for that wreck. Here we go. It all comes down to this.
Look at the blocking.
Here at
This is gonna be huge. Look who's right behind him. That's the 155
Lions
of
again.
Lions. He got an EOL off of that, but here he is yet again. Now he has to push and pull out at the right time. Oh, he's getting split. He gets turned.
And he gets turned. Hunter and Cody go around. And Burgie's going to try to shuffle back in line. Here comes
Marcus Vanderlei. No way.
Austin, the laps truck is in the way. That's going to cause Burgie and Jace to go around. And
Gotta
here
block.
comes
You gotta block
Landon
now.
Gentry and Mason Sweet. Look at this top 5 out of turn.
Oh,
4.
here comes the 33.
Goes to the bottom. Vanderlei on the top.
Oh.
And at the line, they wreck. And it's Nathan Lyons.
Nathan Lyons wins. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, what a finish.
What?
Vanderlei and Gentry were side by side, but they got together, and the man that was arguably more aggressive than anybody else tonight walks away your race winner. Unbelievable.
Marcus nearly won that. How in the world? Where did he come from?
Too. Gentry was so close in that too. Oh man, heartbreak for both of them. They were side by side at the pit road entrance. And it ends up being Nathan Lyons winning the race. Unreal.
He got an EOL. This dude got an EOL off the restart.
And he won.
He
That's
won.
insane. We talked about so much how he's going to need a big wreck in a miracle to come back and win the race. And he got exactly that.
Boy, I mean,
Wow.
oh my gosh. Marcus, dude. Marcus won that race? No way. But I mean,
Dare I say, have you ever?
no, I've never. Oh my gosh.
Wow, man.
My gosh. Are you kidding me? That has to be one of the most hectic runs to the finish I've seen
Oh.
ever.
And we've had a lot of them here.
Yeah, I've seen a lot, but that has to be top 5 right there.
Just that entire top 5. We had Mason Sweet, Landon Gentry, and Marcus Vanderlei all going for it here. Now, did Lyons go to the rear before the restart for that penalty? But here's a look anyway. So there's the move by Burgie on Webster. Now, what precipitated this? Actually, this is coming to 2 to go. DeAngelis is still there on the inside. So there's the 3-wide move with Austin and Gentry, but that collapsed fairly quickly. And then you'll see out of turn 4, DeAngelis being spun out of line. Not sure what.
Oh,
it was a
the
block
net
by
code.
Burgie, and up in the air he goes.
Oh god, the iRacing camera angles, of course. White flag comes out.
Down the back, we'll see Hunter and Cody getting turned from the top 2 positions, as Hunter was that close to repeating as race winner after winning it on Wednesday. Oh, yeah, gap closed up. And now Burgie, of course, is trying to file back in line. And then there was a lap truck that didn't get out of the way here, and Burgie had to move out of the way. That's Sertage. And then him and Jace end up getting together and taking some people out further back. And now here's Marcus and Landon and Mason and Gavin Austin. I mean, this might be the most random top 5 that we've ever seen in this league. And there's Marcus and Landon ended up wrecking hard hit from Marcus. But Nathan, right place, right time. And look at Malachi Drake. I don't think we talked about him all night tonight. He ends up second. But it sounds like some people are saying that Nathan had a penalty before the line. So I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure what that's about. But Nathan definitely won this race. I mean,
did he serve the penalty he had?
Yeah, so
Or was it cleared?
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be hard to explain this.
I mean, Cody's saying he had a penalty when he got turned there, but I'm not I'm not sure where that would have happened.
Sertage, oh my gosh. Everybody washed up, and of course Sertage was in the way. Man, this run to the finish, though, I think Marcus...
Oh, that was a big hit in turn 3. Oh, man. And then right here, I thought Landon had it, but Marcus ended up turning him there.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, we got to get a look and see that turn 3 wreck again, because somebody hit really hard back there. Apparently Nathan had a 34X in this race. Wow. 34X and he won the race. Unbelievable.
Yeah, goodness gracious. We'll get full results here right in front of your screen. So much things are going on right now. Apologies if I am stalling, but man, Marcus nearly won it. I just kind of in awe about that. Nathan Lyons wins it. Malachi Drake in second. Gentry, Justin, and Kame round out top 5. Sweet. Vanderlee, Austin, Johnson, Cal Gomes round out top 10.
Hunter got spun down the backstretch on the final lap and recovered for a top 10. That's insane. Christian Visconti, Ryan Kwan, Matthew Alexander, Joe Burgee, Jace Nelson, and Cody Webster. That's the rest of your lead lap. Henry Tabor, Jonah Long, Matthew Klein, and Frank DeAngelis round out the top 20.
'21st through 30th, you got Schmidt, Hankins, Mulder, Munoz, Rutherford, Bachman, Urich, Sertage, St. Clair, Miles, top 30.
And Lewis Galvin, Dominic Howe, Cole Woody, Liam Sheen, Cole Williams, Larry Fairman, Benjamin A. White, who won the pole tonight, unfortunately, 37th for him here tonight. Ethan Harrison, Herbert Solomon, and Parker White round out your top 40.
I think rest of the order is going to be shown on your screen right here as once it does scroll. Aaron Brown, Quentin Haley, Timothy Babcock, Austin Derbyshire, Jerome Cooper, James Cooper, Trevor Bergman, Lindsey Amadon, Garrett Hess, Connor Brandon, rounding out that, and got Diallo, Zimmer, Sprague, and AJ Bain rounding out the rest of the order. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned, there's more to come here for the ACOG iRacing Silver Truck Series. Welcome back here live at the Daytona International Speedway. Lots of commotion going on right now. Still a bunch of things trying to be sorted out, trying to multitask and such. But currently, we're just going to go ahead and interview our top 3 and get this out of the way as we get set to go close off the show here for tonight. But Nathan Lyons, we'll drag him in and see what he has to say about his currently unofficial, not for sure, but most likely will be your winner here for tonight. Nathan Lyons, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Nathan, put yourself in prime position there at the end, and of course took that checkered flag. I mean, man, it was hectic out there, but I mean, you got in the OL at that restart because of that incident limit. And then you pulled yourself out of nowhere. I mean, you were coming third to the line, but then they wrecked in front of you.
See, like that restart before when I got the EOL, I knew I would have to pull some magic moves to get up there. Final lap, I got like 12x, and that's how I got the penalty on the final lap. And I do not know how I won that race.
Yeah, and you're being scored first here as of right now, but overall, how'd your race go?
I mean, we pretty much led most of it until we got wrecked in that wreck with like 30 to go, and didn't have much damage, fortunately, and we had to work our ways back up to the front. And it was a great race overall for us.
All right, but 10-4. Currently, Nathan Lyons in the Wood 55 scored in victory lane as of right now. We still have to review a couple more things post-race, and I will give you an update later on. But congratulations, Nathan. But before we let you go, any sponsors want to take care for tonight?
I want to thank the team we just made up like 4 hours ago, Meatball Racing. Got the win for them. We got 1 and 3rd, I think, so. And I want to thank Elite Performance Industries and Bandos.
All right, about 10-4. Nathan Lyons rounding stuff out in victory lane. Go ahead and see you coming to the next race, Ben.
See ya.
So we'll drag in our unofficial, as I said, unofficial second place. As of right now, we still need to go over some post stuff and things, of course. Malachi Drake in the number 90, currently crossing the start-finish line in second spot. Malachi, there's a bunch of talk right now, but we'll put that to the side for right now. How'd your race go overall?
It was really wild. A lot of wrecks, a lot of people, I think, just driving too aggressive too early. But for the most part, I avoided most of it. I got a little bit of damage from something that happened under caution, but it wasn't too bad. At the end there, just kind of got lucky and missed the wrecks, and hopefully the right thing happens post race, because I definitely see it one way because we've been serving them all night. Shouldn't be different on a white flag lap, but you know, it's not a glad of a second place regardless. It's still good.
All right, but 10-4. You led a lap. You're going to get an extra bonus point, and currently scored in second place, so you'll be put in second in points as of right now, of course. Still a bunch of talk to be confirmed on, of course, official standings and such, but I mean, up and down the field, big field. I mean, a bit too big. Definitely too big, actually. Of course, how'd you avoid all that commotion there to work yourself in the end?
I just got lucky on some of the wrecks. Just happened to, you know, be in the right place to skate by, like where the car in front of me would get taken out or the car behind me would. So a lot of it was just luck. Some of it was just, you know, trying to position myself to not be right in the middle of like the hornet's nest that was up front when they were racing so hard. But definitely some luck was involved, but you know, it worked out. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does, and tonight it definitely did.
All right, but 10-4. Malachi Drake in the number 90 will be scored currently second place. And we are just getting word that Nathan Lyons has just been disqualified. You're now the winner.
Wow, that's pretty good. You know, I got lucky there in the last lap because they you know, they wrecked, but you know, super speedway racing, I think, is like 80% luck, 20% skill. So sometimes it just falls your way, and I guess tonight it did.
All right, but 10-4,
Yeah.
we just got word of that. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, Malachi, things just worked to fruition, I guess, and my goodness, you're suddenly what was in second place now in victory lane.
That's amazing to hear.
All right, but 10-4 will go drive your number 90 to victory lane, picking up your first win here in Daytona. Kind of a bit shocked. Currently reading the board of directors right now, but yeah, congratulations, man.
All right, thank you for hosting.
We'll go back to now our second place of Landon Gentry is not present. So we'll scoot ourselves back to now our third place, or our technical third place of, or actually he's not even here. We got to scroll back until we see somebody through this field. But I mean, do we? As I try to get somebody in, first thoughts, I guess, on what we're reading in board of directors.
I mean, good win, Malachi, is all I can say. He has a knack for getting himself in the right place at the right time when it comes to stuff like this. And, you know, look no further than tonight. Did just that, avoided all the incidents, and it may have taken a post-race review, but he's going to walk out of here a winner.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, yeah. Wow. kind of trying to find some words to go ahead and describe what we're seeing here, and trying to scroll back through to finally get a driver in. I mean, I guess we'll get in Benjamin A. White. I mean, he's coming in here, I guess, as an analyst. From all of that, sort of seeing this all unfold right in front. But I mean, we'll just go ahead and drag in and let Benjamin go ahead and, of course, read off the rule in the first place, section 1.9.2. Benjamin, I mean, obviously you finished 37th place, not the night you wanted here, but I mean, regardless of your own race, I mean, the finish itself gonna be the talk of the show.
I mean, yeah, I don't really. It's hard. It's hard when on the last lap everybody's going for everything, and the incident limit's going to police what happens and who wins. I really don't like. I just don't see that as being right. It's just more of a technicality and not a race at that point. Just whoever gets lucky with not getting hit. So I mean, I don't know, but yeah, y'all were probably wondering what the heck happened to me on the start. My paddles have been having problems all week, and it would not shift out of second gear, so I had to pull out of the way. And then under caution, it happened again, and I money shifted, and the engine popped. I had no damage, I had no incidents all race until I had to pull off the track. So yeah, that's what happened to me. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. I don't feel like just getting hit should really, say whether you won or not. But I'm not really aware of who has actually won the race yet. But I don't know. Whoever made it across the line first definitely should be the winner, in my opinion. But obviously, there's rules in the rule book, and you got to follow by them. So whatever the decision is what it is. And admins are final say. Nobody's probably going to change their mind. So that's just my take on it. But
all right, bud. 10-4. Benjamin A. White rounds himself out 37th. We'll go ahead and see you coming next week, man.
I hope I can make it with this wheel. It's just absolute junk right now.
All right, bud. 10-4. All right, and with that being said, I mean, well, not the way we wanted things to go. We wanted a clean race, but of course, with the current situation and such, oh my goodness gracious.
Sometimes the cookie crumbles that way.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, stuff happens. Hopefully tomorrow's going to be better. I mean, 100 laps at Daytona for, it's going to be wild. I can't wait to see how that all happen. But until next time, Dewey, any last thoughts before we end off the night?
I mean, congrats to Malachi. Thank you all for watching, and be sure to come back for the last 2 races here at Daytona tomorrow and Sunday.